Okay. Uh, my first video was this one. The last time the audio was crap. So I'm videoing the next one. We'll go down my whole Minecraft world of schools, I guess. The next one in this area is actually an elementary school that I kind of used a model of it from the same place that I found when I grew up with. Um, but this one's an elementary school. And it's a little different from what I'm used to building, but it's called Silver Oak Elementary, 7/25/25 at 11:11 p.m. Here is what it looks like from the exterior. It's a little different. Just bear with. So you go in, all jazzy. Um, Attendance office, office check-in, then office corridor. So you could go into any of these from the main area, but you can't really get out. This is the nurse's office because elementary school kids are disgusting. They have access in here and from the courtyard. This is their cafeteria. It's really cute, very small. Not much going on. I think it's very elementary school-esque. Small cafeteria, not much to do really. What else to say? And then we have the authorized only corridor. So here we have the administrative offices. That's where we connected over there. And then here is the counselor's area. For elementary school, there's just a lot. This is the kinder wing, is what I call it. This is where the kindergarten classrooms are. So we have a teacher restroom, a teacher workroom, and then we have 6 kindergarten classrooms. And now what I like about these is that they all have restrooms, and this one doesn't have a door. Let's fix that. Okay, cool. So I don't put chairs in elementary school classrooms because they move around a lot in elementary school. Like, I remember always moving around. But every classroom kind of has a similar idea. Windows like this, and then something colorful in the middle. Every classroom looks like that. Does this one have? Okay. Well, yeah. So it just changes color, and then that's that. You can leave that way, and then you can go to the courtyard this way without needing like a badge or anything. Here's the courtyard, very big. As you can see, the color scheme is everywhere. Here's some of those offices, the kindergarten classrooms, and then we have patches of grass here and bunch of tree covers on the concrete. This is the main academic area of the school. This is where 1st through 5th grade is. But this is that main building. Here's the nurse to the main office area, and then here is the other entrance to the cafeteria. So again, grass to make it look pretty. We kept the elevation the same across this section up to here, and it drops down here just really quickly to there. You can't get out of this area. You're stuck here just so that kids have safety. They're not going to vanish. Also right here, which I thought was so smart, was putting faculty restrooms where the kids are playing. So, yeah. All right. So this area is a little different. We took away the restrooms that were in the kindergarten wing. And put no restrooms at the beginning or end of the hall, however you think of it. Here's one girls, here's a computer lab, and then all of it looks the same. Every classroom in this wing is identical. So that's just so much fun, so easy. I'm not going through every single classroom. On this side, it is a little different. Bigger hallway. Here's the men's restroom, but here's the women's. Don't know how it ended up that way. But again, we have classrooms in the same way. And then here we also have some faculty restrooms because it's important that teachers have their own restroom. The other wing does not have that luxury. We have a janitor closet here. We have stairs, one staircase because little kids are tiny, another janitor closet, and then this is the foyer for the upstairs. Cute little library, not much going on. As you can see, we have shorter bookshelves in this building compared to the high school. It's cool because you can see out. And you can see the high school way over there. Looks really cool. I don't know, I like that look. I don't know why. I just think it looks really cool. There's also a library office and library storage here because that's important. Second floor is identical of the A wing. The B wing is a little different. We have an extended classroom right here for the music room. There's also storage here as well. So this would be the music room. 2 classrooms are put into one so that kids can be free, run around, and sing and play with all the instruments. Same thing with the restrooms. And then up here, we actually do have a teacher workroom. It's not very big, but there are 2 restrooms. If you are very up and close, don't poop in there. It'll stink up everything. Here's the special education department. 2 classrooms for them. So good amount of space for everyone involved. And then there's also, an exit just in case, and it exits out into a back hallway. All that. Because of the area that this is in, there's a fire system right there, and just as a precaution, just in case. But yeah, this is the school. Very tiny, very cute, very demure. Not much is going on. So, there's that. And because we're already here, let's go view the Madison that I have. Here are my Twin Towers. I'm not going to really tour those. I don't think they're identical. So, sorry. It's going to take a while. We're going to a new area that... I'm not going to a new area. I'm building in a new area, and it's still under development. And it's taking a long time. It's taking a lot longer than expected. Yeah. This is a neighborhood. This will be something. This is their city center. It's a cool building. I think it's pretty. It's also kind of ugly, but it's pretty for me. Here's like a, I think mid-century modern is the right word. Housing development, I don't know what else to call it. They're cute little homes, I think they look cool. This wing, this type right here, these 3 are my favorite, or 6, however you want to count that. There's another school over there to our left, modeled after a building type that's actually in my area. So that's really cool to see. I think it looks cool. All right, here's the building that a lot of people have been waiting for, especially my students. This is where I work. Just kidding. No, yeah, I'll be honest. It is where I work. Don't show up to my work unless you're already my student. It's gone through some changes over time. And then right here is the middle school I went to. I rebuilt it in Minecraft. It's gone through some changes as well. That's not how it looks anymore. This second half, this half and on is how it looks, but not this half. So yeah, this is cool. This is what the entrance kind of looks like at where I work. So it's gone through a lot. So where can I start? So it was completed in 2019. I had not gotten this job yet. I was still in college, but I had actually just been to the school to do a teaching project. So I decided, I was like, you know what, let's do it. And I'd never actually stepped inside the main building. So I kind of looked at Google Earth and tried my best of what I thought it would look like. But so Madison, here. Exterior upgrades were completed on 5/23/2022. That's where this design of the, this used to be like sand. It used to be this, like everywhere. And just that. No windows, no nothing. And then I replaced it with sandstone and this in the orange. I can show you what it looks like on the inside. But yeah. And then I replaced it, started the replacement project on 5/7/2023 at 9:10 p.m. It was completed at 5/18/2023. So it took 11 days, and it was when I got COVID. And so this is the admin building. The entire school used to look like this. Like this was the exterior and interior, and then this was walled over, roofed over. This is what the teacher's entrance to this area looks like now. We have a mailroom, secretary, bookkeeper, principal, APs here, counselors here. This was all redone in the replacement project when I rebuilt the school. However, I decided to keep the same architecture style of the original facility for this area because I thought, like, it's kind of an ode to what it used to be. So I'll keep it. This is what the exterior upgrade looked like. So actually not on the outside. Not much going on. And then this is the student area. Very bland. Main secretary, attendance office here. That's at that front. That's the fire alarm system. You can actually time it, so it's 215 seconds. And then these go. It's really cool. It's also very annoying. This is the exit. We'll go this way first. So this area is where the L wing is. When I first built the school, there was an L building, and then I tore it down, and then I built it again. It's gone through a lot. And then this area is to the 9th grade campus. We'll go there eventually. Yeah, this is what the exterior upgrade looked like. This type of paneling was everywhere. This is the L building. This is the closest to what the original school looked like. Very sandstone, not sandstone, sand, bland, not much going on. However, this exterior upgrade was new for this building when I redid it, and then it carried over to the rest of the school when I completed the replacement project. Here's the second floor to this, nothing much. Restrooms are over here. Out of sight, out of mind from everyone. And then the library also got a renovation. As you can see, renovation completed in 2017. You're a Mav Logan. I was very proud. So the library used to be outside. All of this used to be outside. It was a huge courtyard. I decided to spice it up. Redid the library. One side's blue, one side's orange. So the orange, white, and blue. Big libraries. Huge compared to Centennial. Because that school was designed much later in the process, and it missed a lot. So, and I'm not going to change it. I'm not going to rip out that library and do something new because that's not what the floor plan asks for. But yeah, this is the L building, is what we call it. And then let's go this way. So there, that you're about to see used to be called the Circle, but now it's not. This is the replacement of the facility. This used to be a big circle hallway called the Circle. And this used to be a library and a cafeteria, and then at one point I renovated it for something else. I wonder if you can actually see. Okay, yeah, you can. So this is what it eventually became, 2 lecture halls that were open air. This was the blue side, and then I bet you the orange side is just right across from me. Let's dig out right here. Oh, they're both blue, but there was like a nice cute little hallway in the middle, and anywho. So there was a wing of classrooms that stretched out this way in a straight line, that way, this way, and this way. And it was just a hoot and a holler. But now it's completely different. This is the D wing, which is actually where the D wing is at my mark. It looks completely different. These are science labs, but not science as in like needing a lot. So just regular science, not a lot going on. Restrooms in the middle for simplicity. And then a teacher's lounge. That's 2 floors with a sky loft with lighting problems galore. Same thing up here on the 2nd floor of the D hall. Same floor plan. Then we have a bunch of nice little bridges. And then this is just regular classrooms. I didn't want to have interior, hallway exterior, so it was just easier to keep it all interior. And then this way, let's go this way and we'll make it a nice little tour. So this area has the nurse's office and just regular classrooms. Restrooms are nice and isolated again. Huge outflow for emergencies in this area. You have a staircase there, which funnels a crap ton of kids. Then you have these elevators here, then classrooms here, and this is here. So this courtyard actually used to be where the cafeteria was. Right here was the cafeteria. Used to extend all the way. And then there's a science building there. So it's completely changed. Yeah. So this is D Hall again. Are these science classrooms? Yeah. So this interior bulk of 8 is science classrooms. These are regular rooms. Here's another staircase. Restrooms flanking here. And then long stretch of classrooms here. In addition to a teacher's lounge. This one's bigger because this area is bigger. There's 2 conference rooms and then 2 floors of restrooms in this area as well. Just to keep simplicity going. Then we have this is what the classrooms look like, something simple. It really should be rotated where the teacher's desk is over here and the chairs are this way, like facing this wall because it's flat. but I don't really know what I was thinking. So I'm not going through and changing any of that. So this was one replacement phase. It all happened in phases really slowly. So I think, what was the first phase done? Actually, I can tell you which phase was done first. Okay. Phase 1. Okay. So this was actually phase 4. So, okay. So this was what the exterior renovation looked like. This actually used to be classrooms and all that. So this stayed the same under here. This is the ROTC wing now. But this was apparently phase 1. I said will remain above. So I basically just built on top of this, built on top of the building below. These are just general classrooms, crap ton of them. As you can see, this hallway goes on forever. And then that's what it looks like here. And just classroom after classroom. This is a block, and that's a dean. This is another block of classrooms, but it has a hallway leading out. And then another hallway with 2. One of them's really big, though. Then I built this here, and this is where I built over some classrooms here, only 2 with restrooms that are huge. Something that I really enjoyed with this process was doing this. I think this looks really cool. It's a nice wrap up to the building. So this was phase 1. I built this first in that series of redoing things, I guess. And I stole that out. Phase 2 was the cafeteria. So this is where it used to be a hallway and all that, but I moved the cafeteria here. This floor plan here was smaller than the original cafeteria, but it actually has a JM right here. See JM orange blue. And so I built over here where the circle was some more tables. I was gonna keep that little hallway thing, but I wanted lots of staircases because only 2 was in my mind would not end well, and I wanted multiple options. And I thought it looked cooler than having some weird thing right there. And I like this look. Okay, anywho, getting distracted. This is the new layout of the cafeteria. Lots of lines. There's restrooms out here as well with an ISS room. This was phase 2. This D hall was phase 3. This section, the science and gen ed area, mostly science actually, was phase 4, and then this section right here was phase 5. So the last part to be completed. So it was a really fast process. Honestly, it did take 10 days, but it was a lot of deconstruction and then reconstructing. We did have phase 6, and it took a while to get there. It took a lot of inspiration. It was done, I think, a long while after. Yeah, months. Over a year. So redone on 6/24/2024. It was a replacement of their sports area. Their old sports area was really small. I honestly don't think phase 6 got done because it was not built out to here. So I had to build that. Okay. Yeah. So this is the new gym facility. We have the main gym over here, which is in the same spot and same size as the original, but it carries over that blue, black, and orange look as the main campus. And then I used skylights instead of those stage lights because it's natural and it's less wiring. So dual gym. I haven't painted the floor yet or put the wool down. It's a lot of work. And then this is the small gym. Still a good size. Still around the same floor plan, just they don't have the duplicate bleachers. This is the huge foyer area for it. There's restrooms over there. Coach's offices over here. We have a trainer's room. I don't know what you do in a trainer's room, but gotta have it. You have some locker rooms over here. This ladies, this is the weight room. I don't have a lot for weights. I don't know what I do. No weight room with Minecraft. If someone has an idea, let me know, because I don't. And then you have the men's locker room here, and an exit here. So same floor plan as the other one. It takes up the same around a space roughly. I think it actually goes a little further. I'm looking at the map right now, and it ended right here. Okay, not bad. But that's the gym area. This is the pack. We'll go there last. This is called the Gilmore. I don't even want to get into the history of the Gilmore. It's just a waste of space and time and all that. This is the freshman building. It originally was called the X building when I did not have this, and the whole campus was significantly smaller. It took up a much smaller bit. There used to be nothing at all right here. This is much bigger. This is just, it's grown a lot, so we don't really need this building anymore, but I built it because it was pretty and cool. It's, I don't know why I call it X-Wing. There's 3 classrooms in each side duplicate here. Cool hallway. This is actually the size of a classroom. And then it has this beautiful foyer in the middle. Just, I love how this looks. I think it looks really cool because this is so short that it just hangs. So it's bolted, in my mind, it's bolted into the classroom structure. So yeah, this area over here has really cool windows, has those slats, simple. We have over here, I like this classroom. So I love this. At the ends, they have this beautiful glass that just looks out. And then windows like that. The bottom floor is really cool too because it warps. So the whole first floor of this area just has huge windows, and we put trees there so that no one can really see in. You can see them, but you can't really see in. So huge area, beautiful. My favorite view is this one. It just because it's lower than the other side, it just looks so like grand. Yeah, that's the X-Wing. It's not really in the shape of an X, but I think it looks cool. So this is the pack. This is their Performing Arts Center. This is original to the campus. It just went through renovation, but only for the dance hall. No, it's gone through a couple. I fixed the stage once or twice. But we'll go about that. This is kind of what the one that I work at looks like. Well, I didn't really have a boarding. So yeah. So we have that. This is the concessions, restrooms here. This is an entrance to the auditorium, so is that. And then this is to the pack. We'll go around the pack first and show you all of that stuff. And then we'll go into the auditorium. So this is the orchestra room. Didn't really know what this looked like at the time when I built this facility in 2019. So this is what I thought it would look like. So there's that. Storage room. This is the choir room. This is technically where I work. This is very close to what it looked like when I went. These are practice rooms. Can't really tell, but those are practice rooms. And then we have storage over here and big office and with windows and all that. It kind of looks like the one I work at, but it's adjusted for Minecraft. So give and take. Storage. And then this is the dance hall I just redid. This looks somewhat like the one that I work in now. This used to have a weird like lift here, like a balcony here, but just a little bit, and it was short and then it was tall. So I had to go through and redo the ceiling. It is all taller now. Now they have storage, and then this is the locker room now. So lockers, and then all the showers and restrooms. And then now they have a true dance balcony. And then these markings on the floor with the stone are actually based off of the stage. So the stage is 4 of these. So 1, 2, 3, then 4 would be actually right here. But I took that out so that we could sacrifice stuff. This is 1, 2, 3, 4 here. So if they faced this way, it'd be narrow. It'd be closer to the stage's opening. But yeah, this is the dance hall. It should have a white floor, but oh well. This is actually one of the few schools that the stage is not black. Like I built it with a double wall so that I wouldn't see the black. It normally would have a black wall like that ceiling right there. But anywho, this is dressing rooms. I didn't know that's what it looked like over here, so this is looks like. The restrooms are inside of them, which is very strange. I should reverse that, but you know, it is what it is. It's permanent now. This is the shop for the facility. No, it looks like real life anymore. This area does not exist. I grew up. Oh, here's the restrooms. I didn't know that. I grew up with a pack with drama classrooms in it, but the one I work in doesn't have it, so I just built it anyways. Well, I guess here's the restrooms. What a walk. That's far. But yeah, classrooms smaller than normal, but at least they're there. Now this is the band hall side. This used to be a smaller room, as you can see. I don't know what jetted out here or what it was for, but I pushed it away and put some windows in this row and did that. This is the band hall, offices, and practice rooms. I think that's actually the office. There's only 4 practice rooms, which there should be more. This is the band hall. It's huge because there's technically only one, and then there's choir risers set up here for they need it, and then they have 2 library storages here. So lots of room in this one. It feels kind of out of place because it is. Then we have the theater academic side. So here we have the black box first. It's a good size. I haven't put in fancy lighting because I've just been lazy the last couple of years. This is a theater office. Storage here. Oh, I guess that's an office too. I thought these were both storage. I guess 3 theater offices. Odd. Then this is a pass-through to the classroom. And the classroom's big. Don't know why. But it is. So this is the type of wall I was talking about in the stage. And then you can't go there, and then you have a access there. So let's go into the auditorium. So actually it's off. Let's go up to the balcony first and then show. This is the balcony. Okay, this is auditorium. You can see I set it up for a choir world right now. Let's turn it on, the main area. Now let's actually turn on everything. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the 2. Okay, this is pretty close to the one that I work with. It's huge compared to some of the other ones, especially compared to Centennial. This one's much bigger. I enjoy this one. I love working in this one. Like, I think it's really pretty. It's just, for me, it's the best laid out one because the space in between is big. This goes farther back than Centennial's. I think Centennial goes to like here at the most, and it's not as wide. In Centennial, you see how we didn't like start here then jet out. It was just one big block. But it's cool. I love this one. I think it's really pretty. So this one has actually gone through a lot. It used to be one smaller. So I stretched out the proscenium arch 1. And I also rose the proscenium by 1. So it used to be much smaller. It actually was one of the smallest ones for a long time. I can count how big it is. It's 22. So it used to be 20. And that was small compared to the other schools that I was like pumping out at the time. Right now it's set up for choir world. As you can see, there's the spotlights. There's a lot more on this one because it's more developed. Here's the lighting rig. We had to do an extra curtain here. It's weird. The perspective, if that wasn't there, then you could see the lighting rig behind. It's a whole ordeal. This one was the first one to receive this type of lighting system. So you can see it's a mod. It's not actually glowstone. So yeah, and then it was the first to receive this electric system. It's actually an old electric system. It's how it's done. So nowadays, I just build 1, like it's not 2, it's just 1, and it's just completely different now. But I have turned off some of it. Yeah, so this is the marking. It's hard to see. That tells you how high it's supposed to be at all times. So yeah, that's this auditorium. This one looks really cool, especially from right here. This one also has a pit, but the entrance to the pit is down here. This pit is set up. It's a different size pit. It's big, but it's not at the same time. It's not as deep as it should be because it's old. This building is from 2019, so it's not the most extravagant. But I could mock up what it used to look like. So this is how big the proscenium used to be back in the day. It used to only be 20. So I know it's like, oh, well, it's not that much smaller, but like it is that much smaller. I know that's stupid, but it is what it is. Yeah, this is the Madison that I have designed. Yeah, it's cool. I like this one. I like this building. My favorite. I just think it's the prettiest out of them all. So yeah, that's it. It's a cool facility. It's gone through a lot. I wish I could show you the old one. The old one's gone forever. Yeah. So that's Madison. It's changed a lot. It looks completely different than what it used to. It's gone through a lot of changes, a lot of growth. That's mostly stayed the same. Yeah, this is my favorite part of this, like the main campus now is this chandelier area. I think it gives the building a lot of character. And it's cool to walk up here. It's cool to see down and know that you have a campus that is like pretty. And it has modern aspects compared to what it used to look like. This used to not be 2 floors. This entire campus was one floor all the way through, except for their old science building. So it's gone through a lot of changes. It's a hoot and a holler. It is kind of a mess. It's mishmashed. Even the replacement project doesn't really make sense, but it does in my head. Like you can see, like here's a hallway, here's a hallway, here's a hallway, and then that long hallway that stretches the entire length of the school. So, hope you enjoyed this. I put 2 in 1 because I want views. But yeah, that's Madison.